Dependability isn't a piece of hardware, it's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power.
It's time for another edition of Wild Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington. Alongside Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. The Wild made headlines yesterday, parting ways with head coach Dean Evison and hiring John Hynes as the 7th bench boss in Minnesota Wild history. The team responded in a big way, taking down the Blues 3-1, snapping their 7-game losing streak, picking up their first W since November 7th. A great team effort tonight for 60 minutes.
Well, they came out. They played hungry. Their penalty kill was significantly better. And, oh, by the way, some of the players that we thought, gosh, maybe this will get their season started, got things going in the right way. Certainly that player early in the game was Freddie Gaudreau, a player who hadn't found the net so far this year, was able to thread one through the big Moose's legs out in front of the net. And a real feel-good story here started for the Minnesota Wild as he was joined by his teammates. You could see how excited they were for him, understanding that pressure that he's had all season long.
So Freddie Gaudreau gets his first of the season. Matt Boldy gets his second. That was a big one as well, snapping an 11-game drought for number 12. But the Wild are back in the win column, thanks in large part to the penalty kill of perfect 4-for-4 here tonight. And the Wild are now perfect 1-0 under John Hynes. Let's keep it going. And here's what the new bench boss had to say about what he saw from his new team.
I thought our play without the puck was really strong in the checking game, but I also felt on the other side of that we were faster with the puck. I thought there was guys that were the speed off the puck was better, so the puck carrier was forced to move the puck quicker so we get to a faster game. And I think the combination of that, they were going and they just kept doing it. So credit to those guys.
So now John Hynes returns to a place he's very familiar with. He was the head coach for years down in Nashville. That's the first stop for the Minnesota Wild before returning back home for another Central Division showdown against the Chicago Blackhawks. But then they hit the road for 4, taking on the Flames, the Canucks, the Oilers, and finally the Seattle Kraken to wrap up the 4-game road trip, part of a stretch of 9 straight against Western Conference opponents. We look forward to seeing you in a few nights as the Wild look to take down the red-hot Nashville Predators. Until then, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us tonight on Wild Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.